Hello friends and fellow riders. What are we looking at in here right now? Well, it is your friend Senior Speed here, and this is my 150 mile review on the Sedici Strada 2 carbon helmet, okay? And what's happening is this, if we take a look very quickly, I'm just going to go from left to right. Right over here is the Arai Corsair R, okay? Carbon fiber, no, it's Kevlar composite helmet, right? It's a race helmet, it's a beautiful helmet. The Arai Corsair 10, another incredible helmet. I'm just so pleased with that. The HJC ARPA 70 is a great touring helmet. The Shark that's right over here also, that Shark is a commuter helmet. I like the Shark a lot. It's a commuter helmet. It has the lights, the LED lights up there for being conspicuous to traffic when people are out there. This guy right there, that's the Shoei RF 1200 right here around the corner, right there. That's the Shoei RF 1200, a great multi-purpose helmet. You can't go wrong. Even if you were to get something like that for your first helmet, you would be doing just fine. Right here at the bottom, over here at the bottom right, is the Bell Race Star Flex carbon fiber helmet, Kevlar and reinforced. And rounding out the 7 that you see here is the Sedici Strada 2 carbon fiber, also Kevlar reinforced. Now, let's just talk about this very quickly, okay? I have spent a little over 150 miles in the Sedici Strada 2 helmet, and I like it a lot. I'm surprised at how efficient it is. I'm surprised at how good it is. I did not think it would be as pleasant as it is to use this helmet. Some of my other helmets are going to get a little jealous because this is a helmet that I'm going to be going to a lot. I'll be using it a lot. Now, a few more things about the other helmets, and then I'll get right back to the Sedici, okay? The Bell, this Bell helmet that's down here on the right, this thing flows so much air, it's almost ridiculous, okay? Even when I have all of the vents shut, it just flows tons of air. I mean, that's what it does. It's designed to do that, and it does a very good job of it. As a matter of fact, let me just show you something. It's flowing air, but it's not because I don't have chin vents or what have you in place, right? And while I have this here, let me get my donut. While I have this in place, let's just look at a couple of things about that, okay? You see this? These are the emergency release tabs for the cheek pads, right? Now, except for 2 helmets up here, they all have the emergency release, okay? Every last one of them. And the reason why they have that is to help when paramedics come to a scene, and let's say you had to get off and you didn't want to get off the way you got off, right? Well, what happens is that you need to come here and to make sure that your vertebrae, is intact and everything. When they go to take the helmet off of you, they can just remove those cheek pads and it comes off a whole lot easier. Well, for some reason or another, their manufacturers decide maybe a place to cut costs, and not so much for quality, but something that could be disposable, that they don't need to put into the helmet to make the helmet. Well, that's where that comes in with the emergency release cheek pads. So, unfortunately, get this guy again. Sedici decided to do the same thing. No emergency release, as you can see, right? So we're not happy about that, but we are happy about quite a few other things about this helmet, and we'll get to that later. This right here is your for your sun visor that it comes with, and I like that a lot. If you were to get the Sedici Strada 2 Primo, the Primo does not have the drop-down sun visor. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have that. And there's something else about the Primo. See the finish that's on this Bell helmet? I want you to listen to something. It's a matte finish that's on there. See the finish that's on the Sedici? I want you to listen to something. Let's listen to the bell. Let's listen to the Sedici. So the gloss finish I like a lot. I even thought about having this sprayed, but when you get the Primo of the Sedici, it is not going to have the gloss finish. It will have the matte finish to it. It's important that you choose the proper helmet for your use. Like I said earlier, when you get if you were to get a Shoei RF 1200, you could never go wrong with getting one of those. Short of spending 180 miles an hour on a track, it's not a pleasant helmet to be in when you're going about that speed. 170 miles an hour is something like that. Not when I'm turning corners, and I don't like it for that. I like my AGV, I like the Arai, I like the Bell. I have a feeling I'm going to like the Sedici. I was able to get the Sedici up to speed in a controlled environment, and I am so pleased with its stability. I can turn my head at speed, and there's no helmet lift in the rear or anything like that. The Arai has a wing on the back of it that you can adjust for downforce so that you can make it the way you need to make it for yourself for that day. The AGV Corsa R. The reason why I got that as opposed to the Fiesta is because I can open and close those vents manually while I ride, including the chin vent. I can't do that with the Fiesta because it's set up where it has a press-in closure, like it's a rubber deal that you pop into place, and you have to take it off, and you have to put those pieces of rubber somewhere, and that's just not practical while you're riding. So I decided to go for the Corsa R. And we all know about the Arai, and Arai, all of these helmets are legendary as far as I'm concerned. The AGV, the Arai, the Shoei. Bell has had a reputation that got a little tarnished for a little while there, but they've come back, and they've come back strong. They have a MIPS technology that allows the helmet to move around your head in case of an impact, as opposed to your head being stuck in the helmet and now your neck's being twisted and things of that nature. So we like the setup that we've got going on here, but let's get back to this Sedici, okay? It's an incredible helmet. I told you the Sedici Strada 2 with the drop-down visor. It has a DOT and ECE rating. The Primo does not have the drop-down visor, and as a result, it also has a Snell rating. So with the ECE, so if that's what you're interested in, or whatever group you're with, they want you to have a Snell rated helmet, go ahead. You're going to have to get the Primo. It'll be nice. You'll be famous after you get that Primo with the Snell rating on it for your group. But you'll have a good time. I have had no problems whatsoever with any of these helmets. I enjoy them a great deal, but it's just important that you realize that you use the right helmet for the job at hand. It's just like you're using a screwdriver instead of a butter knife. Do the right thing, use the right tool for the job, and you will be pleased with your results. So that's it for me for now. If you have any questions that I haven't covered right now about any of these helmets, go ahead, shoot me a message, or you could do a message, or you can put it in comments right here on the site as you're looking at this, all right? So for now, Senior Speed is out, and don't forget, I want you guys to ride safe. It's very important that you do, okay? Because we need to enjoy the ride. So that's it for now. Senior Speed is out.